state representative, Wesley Hunt, who is a black Republican, just put an end to what the Democratic Party calls Jim Crow.
Let's take a moment to revisit what actual Jim Crow was. Jim Crow was a time when black Americans could not sit in classrooms with white Americans.
Oh, that's interesting, because Joe Biden, Joe Biden, your last president that 90% of black people voted for, even after he said you wasn't black if you didn't vote for him, he was fighting against his kids riding the bus with black people.
It was colored-only water fountains. It was beatings in the streets. It was lynchings. It was fear. It was public humiliation.
And that's Jim Crow. That's what we call Jim Crow. We don't call requiring Americans to show an ID to vote Jim Crow. No, that is not Jim Crow at all. Jim Crow is all of those things that Wesley Hunt just named.
You need an ID to board a plane. You need an ID to cash a check. You need an ID to buy alcohol. You need an ID to enter these very federal buildings. And by the way, attaining an ID in this country is an extremely low bar.
Oh, this guy is cooking. Oh, Wesley Hunt is cooking. He is putting an end to all of this nonsense that the Democratic Party tried to create.
But somehow showing an ID to vote in America is now considered to be Jim Crow 2.0. Democrats invoke the pain of the past because they have nothing to offer for the present. They don't want an honest debate. They want emotional manipulation. They want outrage. They want division. They want Americans to fight each other because chaos is politically useful to them.
Oh yeah, he's literally saying a lot of the things that I've been saying for months now. For months in my video, I've been saying a lot of the same things.
Words like racism and white supremacy and Jim Crow 2.0. Let's take a hard look at what real Jim Crow was. Check out this one behind me. You see, this is Jim Crow. This is what Democrats call Jim Crow. Next slide, please. See, that is Jim Crow. For whatever reason, this is what Democrats call Jim Crow. Slide, please. That is Jim Crow. This is what Democrats call Jim Crow.
You see, the dumb dimmies always want black people to seem inferior, as if we are so stupid. Well, some of us are. Black Democrats, they are literally as stupid as the Democratic Party wants them to be. But no, not all black people are so stupid to believe the lies, the manipulation, the hunger that they have to remain in power is obvious. And a lot of us see it. And the Democratic Party like to get mad at other black people, black conservatives, that see through their bullshit-ass narrative, their screen, their, however way you want to call it, their manipulation for the black man to keep voting for them. And for them to continuously use civil rights as a magic carpet for them to just kind of remain relevant, they can act like they're fighting for civil rights, but no, they're really not. Wesley Hunt is a black Republican, yet he represents a majority white district.
It is extraordinarily important for us to be very, very careful with what we compare to Jim Crow because this country has come a very, very long way. I represent a white majority district along with 3 of my other black colleagues here in Congress. And you know what? Nobody cares about what we look like. We are being judged not by the color of our skin, but by the content of our character, because we've come a long way from this.
Yep, so the dumb dimmies just want black people to remain dumb. They want black people to believe that since they are not in power, there are not going to be any more black candidates to represent anyone. And it's just false. Wesley Hunt and about a few other black people proves this to be untrue.